1, 2, 3. 2 eggs.
Good morning and welcome to Grow Beautiful Flavor. We are in the yard this morning letting the chickens out, and we had some storm damage last night. I got a little helper with me here today, and say hi.
Hi.
As we walked down to the chicken coop, we noticed some branches down, and it actually took out part of our fencing around our garden. So we are going to clear that today. Just get those branches off and on the burn pile, and then go out and check out the garden.
Let me guess.
Okay, we got that cleared off, and as you can see, it broke a fence post, so we'll try to change that out here real quick and get that back up. We have a fencing around our garden.
Keep the chickens out.
What is this supposed to do?
To keep the chickens out.
But as you'll see, every once in a while a chicken jumps up and over the fence, so it needs a little extra work. We need to make it a little higher. They can't, it's a little bit more difficult. They do have to jump up and over the fence. But let's go ahead and get this fence post fixed here real quick. Ready? Here. I don't know if you can lift it. Can you lift it? Wow, you gonna go play on burn pile? Awesome.
I'm strong enough to carry both of them, you know.
Ooh.
And by the way, there's a chicken in your garden.
What?
A black chicken in your garden?
Alright,
There's a black
let's go
chicken
take
in your garden. Right?
Carolyn, you go on that side. Hey, can you stick in that one?
Got it.
There we go. Now, we need a couple nails and we'll nail this up. Okay? Okay, go for it.
As you see that we just put it together, all we have to do is put the nails in there. It's perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine, huh? Okay. We'll go ahead and put this netting back up, and that way it helps the chickens get from getting in quite so easily.
And there's chicken all in there.
You want to help now?
Yeah, I will put the fire on it. A rooster is one of the Rhododendron Reds.
Wait, the rooster is what kind?
A Rhododendron Red.
A Rhododendron Red. Okay.
The first ones we got were the Rhododendron Reds and the Black Stars. Black Stars?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Black Stars and Rhododendron Reds. And that's our rooster right there. First we thought we didn't.
Say hi, Roosty.
First we thought we were going to have a rooster, until Mommy found out we had 2 roosters. And then the other one got me in the leg. So we had to eat that one.
We don't keep mean roosters, do we?
No. And one of our silkies over there with the blue ears, those ones have one extra toe.
They have one extra toe? They do have an extra toe over the,
Back.
like Rhode Island Reds and stuff, don't
Back.
they? We used to live in Illinois, and we had a garden, and it grew really well. We also had about 6 chickens, I believe, up there. We lived in town, so we had to, we could only have 6 at a time. When we moved, we actually moved to South Alabama, and for my husband's job, and my passion is growing things. I enjoy growing things. I enjoy eating what we grow.
Like our tomatoes.
Like our tomatoes that we're out picking.
And she likes, we had a soup the other day, and she used her onions.
We had a soup the other day. We
Yes.
use onions from our garden. What else do we use?
We use cabbage.
Cabbage? No, not cabbage.
No, not cabbage.
We had onions and potatoes.
Oh yeah, potatoes.
And
it's so hard to remember that word.
kale.
Kale.
Kale. Yes. It was beef and kale soup we made. When we came to this property, when we came to this property, seriously, when we came to this property, I knew I wanted a garden, and I knew I wanted some chickens, maybe some other things here in the future, but we'll see about that. So when we came to this property, it was overgrown with azalea bushes. It was overgrown, period. When we talked to our neighbors, they said that it hadn't been touched in about 15 years, the yard, and it used to be manicured by a guy, we're told. So, needless to say, it was very overgrown. The space our garden is currently in, we took out about 4 big, huge azalea bushes. Huge. Okay. These azalea bushes were, when I took them out, spanned for probably, I didn't measure it, but it's probably a good 20 to 25 foot or so. And so they took up a lot of room. We took them out, they literally covered up almost the entire area of where we have our garden now. So we have been, the very first year we were here, we tried to plant some tomatoes and just like a few onions, and you know, we live in zone 8 now in South Alabama, and it is way different than zone 5. One difference right off the bat is that your growing season is different. When the frost zones are different, so you can plant here way sooner than what you can in Illinois, and so there was just a big learning curve. When we came from Illinois, I felt like I knew a whole lot about gardening. A lot of people asked me questions I could answer right off the top of my head. I knew what had worked for us in the past, I knew what had not worked for us in the past, and kind of gave people just an idea of what we'd done in the past and what worked and what didn't work, so that they could use our information, and that we had learned from experience, and use it to help troubleshoot what their problems were in their garden. So when we came to Alabama, that was kind of something I wanted to do again, was to be able to have a big garden, to be able to raise animals for our family, to have fresh eggs, because our kids like fresh eggs. They don't like store-bought eggs for some reason. So when we started this property, I wanted to start filming just to see, so that I could see the transformation of the property. Only I never felt like the projects were big enough to bring out the camera. Only then, over the past year and a half, I've realized there's been a lot of transformation in our yard, and not just one big day of transforming a yard into a garden. It's 10 minutes here, an hour there, 2 hours there, 20 minutes. It doesn't take a whole lot of time several days a week. It's just getting out there and doing something you enjoy. So that's what we're doing. I'm just going to start showing you all what we do every day for our garden and how it really transforms and our yard, and actually how much we enjoy doing it. So today we fixed the fence from that the storm broke yesterday, and we need to check on some tomatoes. We'll see if there's anything else ready for today.
We only have 5 tomatoes so far. Now more.
Yard long bean.
That was our rooster right there. Perfect shot.
Okay.
It didn't do like a half. Sometimes they do half of a crow. Sometimes half. It does it every single second whenever we're around it.
Those are tomatoes we found for the day. Okay. So as I said before, we have moved from Illinois to South Alabama. That's a difference of 3 growing zones. You know, we're just using this as an experiment, but we want to bring you along and to be able to show you what we've learned, and so you can learn along with us too. Just trying to figure out
But
what to
hey, at least we got some good plants, like tomatoes are growing good. Those long beans are not doing bad.
And what else is growing good? Our beans are growing good. The plants are looking real good.
Are tomatoes?
Tomatoes are doing good.
And our sunflowers are not doing bad.
We did good. Well, we already had good sunflowers, and now we've
Our
cut the
onions
stalks
are
down.
doing good.
Yeah, onions are really good.
But the flowers up there are doing really, really good.
Yeah, we'll have to show them our flowers next time, huh?
Yeah, we're going to do it on our next video.
You gonna do them on the next video?
Mhm.
All right. So thank you for coming along with us today, and we will see you all next time.
Bye, guys.